Let's polish the counterattack. So what we'll do is just scrub through and take a look at what's happening, what will need to be tweaked, what we like. So we'll definitely want to clean this up with an in-between. On around frame 17, you can see how the left leg is intersecting through the right. So that will need to be fixed. And the arms, they'll also need to be tweaked. We need to make sure we have a very powerful strike by the end of this. We also want to make sure our arcs are intact. So let's say we get started. We'll start with the feet. So taking a look at the right foot as the foot rolls up for her hop, that needs a little bit of work. But first let's go ahead and work on adding an in-between on frame 17. So on 17 we'll select our ball roll control, make sure that's zeroed out since she has hopped up into the air. We'll also double check our toe roll. Okay, it has no values, so should be good here. Now we can go ahead and grab the foot control. Let's go ahead and bring that up to remove the hyperextension in the leg. We'll also bring it over. It's too far slanted to our left, so we'll just bring it over a bit more to the right, but we'll want the ankle to point in the direction she's hopped from. Great. Now when we do that, you may notice that we run into a bit of gimbal lock in the foot. No problem at all. We'll move over to our graph editor, frame our F-curves. Go ahead and run our Euler filter. And that looks much better. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and pay attention to the foot roll just before the hop. So you can see the foot control is sliding a little bit. We want to remove that sliding. So let's go ahead and head over to frame 13 where there is no sliding at all. And now we can middle click on 15, press Shift W and Shift E. And no longer do we run into any sliding, so that's good. And now we need to just go ahead and work on a nice smooth foot roll. So taking a look at this, the ankle appears to be broken around 13. Let's go ahead and rotate the foot roll control up a bit higher. And then you can see it kind of rotates down on 15, so we'll just go ahead and rotate it up a bit more. And we could also add a little bit of rotation to our toe roll to smooth this out further. All right, so to take care of that, we'll grab our toe roll control. And let's have the toe roll up on frame 15. So we get a nice foot roll now. And then on 17, we want to zero that out. Great. So now it's just a matter of tweaking the transition from 15 to 17. So we'll go to 16, grab the ball control, zero that out. Check the toe roll. We'll need to do the same. Just go ahead and zero it out on 16. Now we can go ahead and grab our leg control, rotate the ankle down. And just go ahead and bring up the control slightly. Again, it was extended too far, so we'll go ahead and clean that up. Now we have a really nice foot roll before the character hops. Great. All right, let's say we go ahead and tweak the left leg. Also adding an in-between on 17 where we just bring it up. And that about does it for that leg control. So a very quick fix. Great, so let's say we now move to the arms. So taking a look at our right arm, Let's go ahead and pull that out and extend it out on 17. Start to scrub through and make sure our arc is there. Probably want to bring it forward a little bit more. And now for the actual strike, where the flat end of the blade makes contact with the character's face, let's go ahead and have that happen on 19. That needs to happen, otherwise it will break the illusion of the character actually getting struck. So I'll just go ahead and translate the arm over, extend it, and make sure that the character actually makes contact with the red character's face. We'll need to tweak the shoulder, also on 19. Let's go ahead and rotate that forward, and then extend the arm out some more. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and add an in-between to clean the transition up between the sword being back and the sword finally striking the red character. So we can add that on frame 18, where we just extend the arm out. Okay, great. Now when we get to 20, it appears as if the sword hits a wall. Of course, it is hitting something or someone, but we shouldn't have it just stop for one frame, which it does on 20. So let's go ahead and have that motion continue through by translating the arm over. And we'll also go ahead and rotate the blade so it's more straight on instead of at a slant. Okay, great. So now the sword is swinging through. Looks much better. We'll need to also tweak 22. You can see how the blade is rotated back too far. We could also adjust the position of the arm, so I'll just go ahead and bring that forward a little bit more and rotate the blade over to smooth that out. Great. All right, what about the left arm? Let's go ahead and start to tweak that. So I'd say on frame 17, we could just go ahead and extend it out a little bit more and bring the elbow back. Great. So we get a pretty nice looking arc. I think we can add an in-between on 16, again where the arm is extended out, just to smooth the interpolation of it as it swings back. Okay, that's looking nice. You can do the same thing on 19. Just bring the arm back some more, extend it out. And then add an in-between on 18 just to clean up that motion so that looks a lot smoother. Great. Let's go ahead and take a look at the strike again. Make sure that that doesn't need any work. So looking at 19, we want to go ahead and grab the arm control, the right arm control, and just make sure, again, the sword is where it needs to be. So we'll just go ahead and rotate it over. And on 17, we'll grab our head control and make sure that the character is looking at where she's about to strike. We can do the same thing on 20, just rotate the head over. But by the time we get to 22, I think it's too far back, so let's go and rotate it forward slightly. I'd say that'll do the trick. All right, so let's go ahead and play the animation back. Beautiful. So we have a really nice counter strike. Very smooth. And we can really feel the blade striking the character. Great. Well, that's going to finish this lesson. So what that means is that we only have one section to to take care of. That's the end of the animation. So let's go ahead and start to work on that in the next lesson.